letting Ethan use it. My significant other used the scroll. And Ethan's on the top of every leaderboard in the daggone realm. He's higher than me. He doesn't need me. Yes, they literally said that. That was her reason. And I'm like, there is nothing that you could say to excuse that. You're dead wrong. And admitted that it's because she's talking about Ethan. She's saying that I gave him my stroll. Like, I because they did it before, talking about they didn't know you're supposed to do it. I never did it. I never did it for anybody. That dude that came in here before, you probably know him, he used to come through. He got mad at me for not letting him use it. Early on, he said he acted like I was supposed to be letting people use it because everybody else does. I don't do what everybody else does. And this is just a crowning moment because I refused to do it for him then. Ethan never asked me to do nothing like that. Ethan been grinding on his own, getting what he got before we even started hanging out. Now, she gets called the significant other. He's the only one I've been hanging with. It was him. They talking about him. And they accused me, and then they accused Jon Snow, another dude who didn't do it because he has a significant other. Again, accusing both of us because she heard this from multiple people that me and him, that's what we were doing. And the reason they included me, and that's the reason they included me, because of the problem that they personal issue that they have. And then after yesterday, when I tried to squash it and say let's work together with the other chick, and she refused and slammed it down, talking about like we'll forever be enemies. Like she wants that. Okay. Right, and that's the stuff that they did. They did it. Some of them admitted that they did it before and said, "Oh, we didn't know." So then this has been a while. Now we're back to it again, where people got caught doing it, and they trying to point fingers and they try to drag me down through the mud. When nope, I dot my I's and cross my T's. I never did that for nobody. And anybody who asked me and couldn't take no, might as well get away from around me. And that's what that dude did, because he really thought that I was supposed to give it to him. But Ethan, and I don't want to be around people that think that ask me or want to put me in that type of position. You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Alright, I got that tag changed now. I had SB tag up there. I don't never go in there. Even with that little tag, that wasn't doing nothing for getting in there. Yeah, girl. I told her, I'm like, yo, I've just lost all respect for you, for real. She missing it. Oh, okay, I guess after saying that, you're right. Man, you can't justify that. And I feel bad, like, it's just more hate on him. They drag him into it now. He catching strays. Just being associated with me and trying to taint what he's done. I mean, literally, this man he got 15,000 freaking candies, okay? 15,000. He had enough that he sold his and still had the top over the second person. So he doubled. There's no scroll involved in that. He literally he doubled it. Like, he's so far ahead in the fishing, like 33,000, probably more now, probably 40,000 or something by now, of fishing. The next person is in the thousands, not the tens of thousands. It's like, that's what he did. He gets in. So you gonna sit here and try to taint him because you mad at me? and say his stuff is not. Come on now, he has outpaced, like, and he literally has more than I did, right? He has outpaced everybody here in this entire realm, and now you want to, like I say, it's just dumb. And for me, I feel at this point, I do not play in here without my eyes being on. Period. Play anyway. I feel like, what's the point of going through the rollie if you're not live? That's how it's, because it's been years, right? So, when did I do this? People have clipped me, tried to get me on this or that, my own little stuff. I know everything I say can be repeated. It's happened over these. People are gonna do what they do. People don't like. I would say the same thing. This is all in the rollie right here. Well, what comes out my mouth into the game, right? I'm not speaking into the game right now. I'm talking to y'all. This is the side commentary of the side of the show. Wait, did I pick this up? But yeah, so I know it, and I'll stand by it. Oh, dang, I did it again. I'll stand by everything that I say or do, and I don't hide the screen and do stuff. So when did I give this scroll out? So then they went. Then she turns that, oh, it was that you doing significant, like really just throwing dirt on people for no reason. Like stood out, and this is the setup for it too. They was like, oh, she knows. Oh, she's gonna say, if the person don't step up right now, she's gonna say the name. So here's the chance. We're gonna count it off, but she knows. Who the hell is she to know anything? So I'm sitting there confident and clear because not only did she not see me do anything, I never did anything like that. And my name is the first one that pierced her lips. And even then after, then I wasn't shocked. I'm like, yep, I specified. And she was in his face yesterday telling him, asking where I was, saying she wanted to talk to me. When this was in her heart right then. She said, oh, I didn't do the freaking... Watch it. So busy running my mouth. Yep. They did you too? Yeah, but that's even work. Yeah, trying to call me something. I got to defend myself against a accusation made because you heard a bunch of people say it. Like I told her, look, I don't do the, you've been around, I don't do the he say, she say. I told her right there, people gonna come up to you and talk about somebody else to you. They're gonna talk about you to somebody else. People talk, it doesn't care. That never gives you the right to stand up and accuse somebody of something based on what people are talking about. That's just you don't do that. Like, what is wrong? How come you don't see that? Yeah, well, I guess in hindsight, yeah, I guess I was wrong. But if so many people you can't justify it. Stop saying so many people. You can't justify that. It doesn't matter if everybody said it. If you didn't see it, you don't need to be stepping up and accusing people of it. That's not your job. And for them to say it like she's the authority. Oh, wait a minute. Get on up there. Countdown. Yo, who is she? But why don't I see it? Because I didn't do it. Oh, I need to go out though. I know. Like, who is she? You know what? I got a spot that I'm about to really do this now. Have some fun with. They looking bad. And you know what's funny? None of them that pushed her up to say that, they put her in that position to go ahead and say that. They all, that's the best they had when they came from me. That's the best they had, right? And they were all quiet. None of them backed her up or said nothing. When she stood there and said something like that, and then he had to tell her, I wasn't Lisa. Just sit down. I bet they had a nice little meeting about it, how they were presented. Because right after I tried to speak to that one and squash everything until, you know, we moved. My understanding of the cover that they created was that everybody was still a sorcerer. I had embraced it this way. We're all sorcerers, and just like he called that meeting at the Prime, that's where we meet, all sorcerers. Now, within the sorcerers, there's at least one coven, but they are still under all sorcerers, right? And that's the way it was presented to us. We now have these positions and such. That's how it's presented to us. That's what we talked about when they weren't there. This chick and the leader, the supreme sorcerer, is Soul. He was right there. He didn't disagree with it. He accepted his position. We ended the meeting. This chick says the next day that he's not with it. He told her to talk to him that that's not how it's going to go down. It's not. We're not all together. We have ours. Like, she's destined to be in control of her own coven and nobody above her. I said, well, he's ahead of all of it. Yeah, he's I don't even know how I should explain that. And blah, blah, blah. And nobody's doing it. It's not what you said. It wasn't what I said anyway. It was what we agreed to in the meeting. So they must have toned her down because that wasn't brought up, but they was just dealing with this part. But, yeah. Where's the thing at? Yeah, she wants to keep the beef. She wants to have beef. That definitely is a force. Like, if I come and say, Alex Branch, I'm not coming back at you. Like, I'm not in that frame. We're not. Oh, I said we're not. I said it never was a competition. Oh, definitely, because you can't compete. You know, just her whole, you know, but I still stayed on mine. I was like, okay. We on the same. We're all sorcerers. We have to squash this. As far as us being, so she says, well, as far as us being friends, that's not. I never mentioned the word friends. I'm talking about we playing. And then you told me how bad I treated her and her people, and we were not able to come to an agreement. Okay, all right, it's unfortunate, but I tried that. And then the next day they come with this. That's their best shot that they hit me with. Okay. At the end of the day, you looking a little, oh shoot, come on. Looking a little sus, just saying. All right, we got our stats. He had nothing to do with nothing. And we don't be flaunting nothing around. We just be chilling together, and that drives them crazy. The comments that be made, but I'm used to that. I expected that. That's how it is in our world here. That's not unusual. That's how it is, right? Come on, why can't I move? You know, that's. I got that part. You know, when you start getting any type of relationship, you know, you're gonna get different type of reactions from that's just part of it. I'm not even tripping on that. That's not unusual at all. And then that determines where it goes, because how each person how each person is able to deal with it matters. You know, you're gonna have some trust and believe in each other, or you're going to believe this talk that's going to be swirling around, that you know is going to be swirling around. That's going to be in any type of, but in our world, that's part of the ruling. That's the big part of the ruling. And some people like the messiness. Some people like, you know, they like that. I don't like the messiness, really. I like the variety, you know, activity. Between good times, there could be some controversy, but it doesn't have to be messy. You could decide that, you know. Pyrogenesis. Like, you could decide, ooh. You know, if you got somebody that's cooperating. Yeah, you miss.